We all love riding in groups. You ride with riders with different fitness, different riding abilities, and even different bikes. But what happens when you add an e-bike into that mix? Are you going to start losing friends? Are you not even going to get a good workout on your e-bike? Well, today I've got a group of friends up together and we're going for a group ride. So give you guys some tips on how to manage it and keep it fun. So here we are, we've arrived at the trailhead, met up with all my friends, we've got loads of different bikes. Who we got, Steve?
Oh, straight in. Well, friends is quite a strong word, Christopher. Anyhow, we have three heavyweights in Chris, Doddy and myself, and we're joined by Georgia and Joel, who are 55 kilos and 73 kilos respectively. We won't actually disclose our weights. Me, Chris and Doddy are on e-bikes, whereas Joel and Georgia are on 170mm travel enduro bikes. Chris, I think very much mountain biking, whether it's e-biking or non-e-biking, it's just about sharing, it's about working it out as you go along on the ride, right?
Yeah, exactly that. So today we're just going to do a loop around our local trail centre. We're here at the Forest of Dean. We're going to smash out a lap. It's going to have everything in there from tech uphills, flat fire road sections and smashing downhill runs too. So going to make it work between all of us. And have a good time.
Just see us pushing Georgia and Joel up the hills.
Towing them. I've got the tow rope actually, so yeah, it's going to happen. The most important part of a group ride is making it an actual group ride. There's no point of you keep disappearing off into the distance in boost mode on every single climb, because the people on standard mountain bikes are going to get pretty annoyed with that. It's about keeping up with the group and keeping it fun. We've proven many times that we can even beat the best athletes on an e-bike in boost mode. We've beaten Olympic riders and professional cross-country riders just by using boost. So dial that power down, keep it in eco, and just keep an idea of the pace of the group. Don't disappear off in the distance. It's not going to be fun for anyone.
Tech climb. So here we are on our first tech climb. Now, what we're going to be looking at on this is such things as when we're riding probably in different power modes. Can we actually ride with these guys? Obviously, Joel and Georgia are probably pretty fit, so they might be able to keep up with us in eco mode. So let's go and find out. Wow, it's actually quite similar, isn't it? Actually, Joel's going faster than I am. Well, Chris, this actually proves that two lightweight fit people can actually cane it up the hill. I mean, I'm an eco. I want to just keep it up with them.
Yeah, it's a great thing about an e-bike. You can turn that power up or dial it down to keep up the speed up.
Oh my God, well that just proves that, you know, it doesn't matter what bike you've got, you can mess up sometimes. Of course, because you've got an e-bike, why not give a brother or sister a push to the top?
Thanks, Dad.
Dad?
Now, flat fire roads such as this section here is where you're going to lose out to a standard mountain bike. Now, an e-bike, if it's restricted, is going to be stuck at 25 kilometers an hour if you're in England, whereas a standard mountain bike can literally press on and pull ahead by quite a distance. So it's up to you whether to push harder, get above that limiter and keep up with your mountain bikes, or ask the mountain bike guys to step it down a level so you can keep up on your e-bike.
Georgia, you must go for group rides a lot of the time with your job.
I do.
Do you ever get the scenario where people are, you know, on an e-bike, some people are not on an e-bike?
That happens every ride.
All right.
Yeah.
And what about out of work?
Out of work, that is exactly the same, because my best riding buddy,
who is
my dad,
right,
now has a Levo, along with every other bike under the sun, and the only bike he rides is his Levo.
So how does that work when you go together then?
Well, he goes out on his e-bike,
yeah,
puts it in eco,
right,
and I panting, out of breath for the entire ride next to him.
But the same happens actually if, like, we've done it ourselves before, where you're on an e-bike and I'm on an e-bike, and when we do climbs, I mean, I'll probably be in turbo mode, you can be in eco mode, and we climb at the same speed. Right. But when we're in the same mode, we have found it's all about the power to weight. Yeah. And what was the time difference in those climbs? 8 minutes, 10 minutes difference?
No. I mean, I'll take that.
Yeah. But like on the 15-minute climb, we were both in the same mode, on the same bikes with the same tyres.
Yeah, there was a big
difference.
Time difference.
Yeah. So there is a bit of give and take when you're out on the trail, right?
There is, and it's good when they can give you a tow as well. It's always helpful.
If you're doing a mixed ride, one of the coolest things you can do is take somebody uphill straight away by giving a bit of a tow. I think we should go a bit faster than this.
Come on, Doddy, you're slacking!
Right, let's get up here.
Woohoo! Bye!
If you're doing uplifts, these are the perfect things. You can get up super fast, pretty much disconnect, bung it in your pocket, back downhill, all good.
Bob's your uncle. Annie's your aunt.
Henry's my uncle.
Oh, yeah, Dink's my uncle.
Who's paying for your tyres?
Nice. So when you're hitting the single track, there's no real advantage to being on an e-bike, so you may as well just mix it up, let the faster riders go at the front, and then the slower riders bring up the rear. It's no different really, right?
I don't think it is any different. I mean, now we're about to drop into some downhill section. I mean, when you're at a bike park, you never actually just tear off from the lead. You always wait for your mates, right?
Exactly, regroup.
Yeah.
And set the pace.
But you know what? Actually, I thought that single track we did there was no difference between the whole group, really.
No, exactly the
same
same.
You can just cruise along. It's a good time.
Yeah. So Joe, you're one of those riders that mixes up e-bike rides with traditional mountain bikes. What's your tips for getting the most out of it?
You always end up towing someone or pushing someone. There's three ways that I've found that you can do it.
Yeah.
You got the traditional tow rope,
right,
which everyone knows.
Yeah.
The other one is if the e-bike arrives like this and pushes, and you can swap hands.
Yeah.
But obviously you need your hand on the gears because if it gets steeper, it's difficult.
Yeah, it gets spinning.
But the one that we found that works pretty well is the acoustic bike rider holds onto the shoulder of the e-bike.
Right.
And then you get towed, and then the e-bike has full gear range and everything, and you can get towed so easily.
Nice tips there from Job. So there you go, a group ride with standard mountain bikes mixed with e-mountain bikes, and it was an amazing day, wasn't it?
It was a very good day out.
What was your highlight of the ride?
Highlight of the day was definitely Doddy's tow rope. That was a lifesaver.
You were absolutely flying up there.
I know, and still working hard.
I know.
Just getting to the top quicker.
Just a bit more assistance. Yeah. But then we had obviously single track stuff where it's pretty level pegging, wasn't it? Just fun flowing stuff.
Well, that's when, you know, a group ride comes into its own, when you've got e-bikes and non-assisted bikes in the downhill, because it's a level playing field.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
know, that's when ability comes in.
Yeah, definitely. Downhill is all about the skills as well as the bikes and things like that. But yeah, real good day out, and I suggest you get out there and do it ASAP. But if you want to stick around and check out another video with Georgie Leslie, check this one out down here. Drop some comments in the box below about all your tips about riding with standard mountain bikes mixed with e-bikes, because thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and we shall see you in the next one.